Hey guys, welcome to Blossoming Wellness. So today I have a haul of 3 new Coach bags that I've got this past 2 months or so. And I wanted to talk as I show you guys these purses, like my perspective on designer handbags and how that has changed. Because back in the day, I used to be such a designer handbag snob, and I have all the nice bags. I have Louis Vuittons, I have Chanel's, I had a Balenciaga that I sold. I have some Gucci bags, I have a Valentino, and I remember the transition from like middle school to high school, because in middle school I was also obsessed with purses, but I only had like Juicy Couture and Dooney and Burke back then, and some Coach bags. And then when I got into high school, I was just like, we're elevating, and I was very kindly like spoiled by my grandma. Pretty much she bought all my purses, but we would buy new bags, and I loved like luxury designer bags, and I was just obsessed. Then I went to college and I brought all my bags with me. I appreciated them, I enjoyed them, I connected with other girls that like shared that love of designer bags. But me personally, I became a lot more of a minimalist, and I really stopped shopping entirely because I wanted to use my money for experiences, like going out to eat, going to concerts, and just having fun. So I kind of took a hiatus from caring about that sort of thing, and I became a lot more about practicality, comfort, and aside from my jewelry and like my Tory Burch sandals and my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, I didn't really care. However, I'm 29 now, and have been out of college for a long time, and a part of me more recently was missing like the fun of getting a new bag. I think my most recent new bag was in 2022. I got a really cute Valentino bag that my grandma got for me, which was so sweet. And I also got the Gucci Soho Disco bag in 2019. But those are really the only new bags I've gotten since graduating college until now. So yeah, I guess I'll start by showing you guys the bags and kind of weave my perspective in that. So the first one that I got is the Coach, they're all Coach, Tabby 20 in black, obviously the quilted leather with silver hardware. So the Tabby 20 is a relatively small bag, but I really love it. And it's so funny because when I first saw the Coach Tabby collection, truth be told, and don't take offense, I hated it. It was all over my Instagram for some reason, and this is just a testament to Coach's new rebrand and marketing. I'm a marketer, so I can respect the rebrand. I was getting bombarded by the Tabby, and I didn't even like look up purses at the time. So the fact that it was on my radar, hats off to their marketing team. But I didn't like the shape of the flap. I kind of wish that it was like a little bit more square here and then drop down. The curvature of it, I don't know, something I just didn't like it. But I feel like in the Quilted Tabby, it's more masked, so you don't really like, the emphasis on the flap is like a lot less so. But the reason I even like considered buying this bag was I had actually wanted to get a new Tory Burch bag for myself for my 29th birthday, and I wear Tory Burch shoes pretty much all the time, so I was like, I like Tory Burch. I don't want to spend $1 bajillion on a bag. I had looked at some Dior bags. I had looked at some Louis Vuitton bags. The starting price these days for anything I would want from those companies is like $3,000. When I was in high school, yes, these bags were expensive, but they were more in the $1,000 range, $1,500, and it wasn't my money, so I didn't really care. But at my age, having worked, having like understood the value of a dollar, having had a relatively low income until recently, I can't get excited about spending $3,000 on a bag. I could afford it if I wanted to, but I find it to be like a stressful investment instead of like a frivolous, fun thing. And so I was kind of drawn into the contemporary bag world because it seemed to bring that fun back into it again, because the price point is a lot more reasonable. It's like, it can be fun again, like make buying purses fun again. I feel like that's what the contemporary market is doing for people, because the rate of the price increases for the luxury brands, it's just like suddenly you feel like you're like rearranging your like 401k or something. It's just not a fun vibe anymore for me. Obviously, if you're making bajillions of dollars, it could be fun for you, but it wasn't fun for me. So I was considering some Tory Burch bags. I forgot the names of them, and I saw them in person, and to be honest, wasn't super impressed. But a lot of people were comparing the bag I was looking at to this exact bag. And so even though I originally hated the Tabby, like it started to grow on me. I've had that happen with a few things in my life where I like really am anti something, and then like a flip switches and I'm like the biggest fan. And I started obsessing about this bag. I love the construction of it. I do have 2 Chanel bags, and I saw some people, you know, do comparison videos with this with the Chanel bag. And they all consistently said the quality of this bag, if they're just dealing with the look and feel of it, the materials, like the ease of the strap, all these little things, they found that the Coach Tabby actually seemed to feel like a higher end bag. I also don't have any silver hardware bags. And for some reason, the silver leather felt very edgy to me. I don't know why. It just felt like being in my last year in my 20s. I was feeling it. So the inside is also really nice. It kind of has like a little classic-y flap type thing too. Not really, but kind of. I will say this bag is very small, the 20. I was expecting it to fit a little bit more. It fits everything I need, but it is a petite bag. The only thing I don't like about the bag, after having used it, I used it for my engagement, and I used it on my birthday. This flap took me a little bit of a learning curve to open and close. Like, I feel like originally I was like twisting it too much, but it has a little side pocket where you can keep your phone. If you fill up this bag and you have a phone, I have the iPhone 14 Pro, you're probably gonna have to put the bag in the back flap, which is fine. But I love this bag. I think it's really beautiful. I'm like weirdly obsessed with it, and I got it as a birthday gift. My grandma, as all my bags, she bought this for me for my birthday, so I was so excited to get it, and it was just fun to have a new bag again in my life that I like lusted over and researched and got all excited about, and then went and got. Like, the whole experience can be a lot of fun. The next bag I got was another birthday gift. This one was from my mom. So this is the Coach Mini Rowan in the white color. I don't know if the white has like a specific name. And this bag has a long crossbody strap. So this bag actually predated that one in terms of being on my wish list. I think this was like my soft launch back into Coach, but I was actually meeting my friend out at this like pool bar type thing, and on one of the tables, the Coach Mini something else, I'll put in a photo, a different mini white Coach bag was on the table, and I don't know where the owner was, but my friend and I were both like in awe of how cute this mini bag was. It was so mini. It looked like nothing could fit in it, and that is true. These phones don't fit in it. So I actually went and looked at the Coach outlet to see that bag in person, like shortly after, because the idea of like a little tiny mini bag just was, I was so into it. And when I was there at Coach, I realized my phone wouldn't fit in the other bag. That's kind of a deal breaker for me. But this bag's also very mini, and my phone does fit in here. So this one kind of took over my intrigue. I just thought this was so cute, and this bag was like very affordable, but my mom got me this for my birthday, and yeah, it's super durable leather, and it's just like a cute going out bag that you don't need to worry about. You know, it's like very easy to use. You don't need to baby it. It's super cute. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and I didn't have a white bag either, so I feel like this also filled a gap in my collection, and it's just cute. I don't know, I think it's really cute, and a mini bag, I'm just all about it. So the last bag I bought for myself, and this bag is arguably the cutest, but they're all pretty cute. So this is the Coach Cassie 19 in pink, and it has this beautiful leather heart bag chain, which, you know, can be used as a chain. I will say everyone I've seen who uses this more so just leaves it as like decor while you're wearing it, which is really cute. And it has this crossbody strap, which is what I've been using, but it also has this like top handle strap, which I don't think I would use as much, but I like the versatility. And that's another thing I like about Coach, is I feel like they make their bags really wearable. You know, they're really versatile. They really think about the straps, and like it's fun to be able to design the bag with cute little things hanging off of it. And again, I feel like Coach is just making purses fun again. Like, they're fun, they're attainable, they're easy to decorate, they're cute, they're durable. And another thing I will say about Coach, that's kind of the reason I bought this bag in particular, there's this guy on YouTube who deconstructs purses, and of like all designers, and he rates like their quality based on a lot of different factors, and he also estimates like what it would cost to construct those bags. And you guys, oh my god, the markup on these luxury designer bags is insane. And honestly, Coach has gotten better quality ratings from his videos than tons of much more expensive designers. Now, this isn't a shock to me because I'm well aware that price does not correlate to quality, especially when it comes to like, you know, flashy branded stuff. But when you hear that like the Chanel bag or an Hermes bag or something costs like less than $100 to a couple $100s to make, and they're charging like insane amounts of money for it, it just really makes you think twice. Like, does having that label really matter to me that much? Like, to that degree? Like, does it? And that's something I'm going to get into when I'm done talking about the bags. So side note that. But in comparison, the Coach bags, he says, are actually amazing quality for the value, or amazing value for the money, because they are really well constructed and the markup is not like unreasonably high at all. So yeah, I decided I wanted another bag, and I'm just like, I love pink. This bag's turn lock is really easy to open. It's really smooth, and it has a ton of space. So it has 3 pockets. I actually purchased this on Poshmark pre-loved, but it was brand new, like it still has all the packaging and stuff. I should take it off. It was still like filled with all this stuff. So it's basically brand new. And then it has a back pocket, which is where I've been putting my phone. I love this bag. I think it is so cute, and it just makes me happy. Again, Coach is making bags fun again. It really is. So here's some of my reflections on the designer handbag stuff, because I have to say it took me a little leap to be open to Coach again after having been a high-end bag snob, because I was, and a lot of my friends are too, and I get it, and we all kind of operate in the sphere where we want like the nicest thing possible. I feel like the older you get, the more secure you become in yourself, which is such a gift. But when I was younger, having like designer labels and stuff, and I feel like this is probably a pretty common experience, you know, it feels more important because then you want people to see you as something, and making a certain impression like is just more important to you for some reason. I want to wear what I'm comfortable in. I want to be practical. I want to put my money where it matters to me, and keeping up with fashion like was not a priority for me at all. And it hasn't been for a long time. But I still was holding on to like, I need nice designer bags. And yeah, you know, I just didn't buy any because, truth be told, I truly could not afford it at the time. And even like, I could save for it for sure. Is that really what I want to save my hard-earned pennies for, a purse? Or would I rather have that money like growing in an investment account, or just providing me a sense of security as an emergency nest egg, or putting it towards experiences? Like, for the amount that I could buy a Dior bag, I could like literally have workout classes for like 5 years, and I love going to workout classes. So just, I think once I started earning my own money, I started to think about the opportunity cost of the price of these bags. And I'm like, it's not worth it to me. Like, I'd way rather have the equivalent experiences that this money could provide for me than buy this one bag that I already have a bunch of other bags. You know, if I didn't have any designer bags, like let's say I just wanted like one Louis Vuitton Neverfull or something, I could see myself saving up for that. But when I already have like a baseline of a pretty solid collection and I just want a new bag for the fun of it, you know, going for one of these bags is just so much more fun and affordable. And I'm like a 29-year-old, you know, with a pretty medium average job, you know. And I watched a lot of videos, especially from this one content creator. I'll try to remember her name. But like, just the new thing that wasn't even really existing when I was in high school, but that exists now, is this influencer culture. And a lot of people pretend to be a lot wealthier than they are online. And I didn't even know about this company, DH something. Do you guys know what DH Gate? I think that's what it is. I found out about this, and they do like very high quality, like, I don't know if it's high quality, but very like close replicas of designer bags. And apparently a ton of influencers are not only wearing those, but actually just saying like, I buy all my bags on THK. Like, they're not even really pretending that they're real. But a lot of people probably think they're real if they're just like looking at their Instagram photos or something. So it creates this like image that we're all like in this position to buy these bags. And at the end of the day, the older I get, I'm just like, why do I care? Who am I trying to impress? Why do I care? I want to like make my the way that I use my money to be good for me and to be fun for me. And for me, like, I bought this bag with my own money. It was fun. I liked researching it. I liked wearing it. It's very cute. It didn't break the bank. It still was a bit of a splurge in my budget, but you know, it's not something I'm like stressing out about. It wasn't like investing in a stock or, you know, trying to figure out if I'm going to pay property taxes. Like, that's what buying some of these designer bags feels like now. And it's just not fun for me anymore. And I don't care. You know, there was a period where I was thinking about buying this bag where I'm like, well, what are people going to think? You know, like, I'm going to be a Coach person instead of a Gucci person. And it's like, that's so silly. You know, like, I just don't derive my sense of self-worth from stuff like that anymore. And I feel like buying this bag was really like the moment where I'm like, I'm gonna buy what I want to buy, and I like this and it's nice. I appreciate the quality, I appreciate the fun of it. Like, I'm all about it. So I'm curious what you guys think. I just wanted to share my little collection of new Coach bags, and yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you like designer bags? What's your perspective on them? How do you feel about contemporary designers like Coach? I'd love to know. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys very soon.